Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to cover the Vltor A5 receiver extension system for recoil reduction only. Now there are other benefits to the A5 type system outside of recoil reduction. I'm not really going to go over those today because first of all, I'm not an A5 expert. And again, the point of this is just simply to talk about its effect on recoil reduction. I see it a lot in quite a bit of the groups and different forums out there where people are asking about, hey, I'm thinking about switching to an A5. I want to reduce the recoil. Is it worth the squeeze? How much difference do you really feel? So again, this video is just going to be my take, my inputs, my experiences with the A5 system when it comes in terms of reducing recoil. So my first experience with the A5 was building my 13.9 that I built up last year. This 13.9, as I talked about in previous videos, it is also a mid-gas system. And with the mid-gas, typically you hear a lot, especially when it comes to 13.7s, 13.9s, 14.5s, people running the A5 system talking about what a smooth system it is. So again, this was my first experience with it. When I took it out and shot it a bit, I was a little bit, I was underwhelmed. I wasn't even sure that I felt much difference whatsoever, especially in comparison to guns like my Mark 18 that has a 10.3 inch barrel with carbine gas, carbine receiver extension on it, standard carbine spring and whatnot. And then also in comparison to some of my other guns that I do have my 16-inch Zion that's mid-length gas but carbine receiver extension. And this past weekend I went out shooting and I took my 14.5 build out. And this 14.5 is a carbine gas, and when I was building this up, I had thought about doing a A5 system on this as well. But being that it was carbine gas, I wanted to kind of play it safe and stick with what's been tried and true and proven. And that is a carbine gas and a carbine receiver extension, just like the M4A1 has. So now I finally had a gun that had a similar length barrel, 13.9 to 14.5, pretty similar. And then not being able to test them side by side. Now, one further thing also you hear quite a bit is that mid-length gas systems are softer shooting than carbine gas systems. And just to quickly touch base on that, my first mid-length gas system was my IWI Zion 15, and I didn't really notice a big difference over my Mark 18. Nothing drastic anyway. So I've always had some of those curiosities on it. So when I went to the range last weekend, I took this 13.9 mid-gas, or A5 receiver extension side by side, loaded up 5 rounds, didn't put the can on it because I wanted to shoot them consecutively side by side to see what difference I noticed. So shooting the same type of ammo, and went through 5 shots, set up my positioning to be what I felt would be kind of as neutral as possible, and that's basically me kneeling with my support hand resting on my elbow, so I'm just kind of supporting the weight of the front end of the gun, and placing the buttstock and shooting the gun out of the shoulder pocket. So just kind of like a really neutral feel. Then just letting out 5 shots side by side, and I'll post a video clip of that here. I've gone and I've looked back and forth, watched the video over and over again to see if it looks like there's any difference to it. Of course, you can't feel what I feel on the video. I kind of go back and forth, but really at the end of the day, I don't notice much difference whatsoever. So to go back to the whole point of making this video again, people in groups and forums asking us, is the A5 basically a magic button that's going to reduce the recoil of what's already a very mild round? And in my opinion and experiences, no, it doesn't. I would say that being that there are definitely benefits of the A5 system over felt recoil. In fact, depending on who you ask, but even Vltor advertises that it's not so much, it's supposed to smoothen the recoil out. Some people in the forums I hear, they swear up and down that it makes a smoother impulse. I don't feel a difference whatsoever. So my point being is that if you already have a carbine system, and you're thinking about dropping the coin to upgrade to an A5 system, you may be disappointed. There's not much difference whatsoever. And even taking it a step further, you can see from the video comparing a carbine gas and carbine RE next to a mid-gas and A5 RE. Which adding the longer gas system should also smoothen out the recoil. Again, not much difference there at all. So Say if you're building something from brand new, sure, try out the A5, give it a shot. It may work great for you, but at a bare minimum, I think BCM, their MK2 system, which is their version of the A5, believe is the cheapest that I've seen it, and it runs around for $115, $120, which gives you the buffer tube, the castle, the QDM plate, the spring, and you can get it with various buffer weights. So if 120 bucks, you're not going to get much difference whatsoever. Again, the carbine, in my opinion, the carbine gas and carbine RE has been tried and true, improving in the M4A1 is a perfectly good system. Granted, I do realize there are other benefits, more beneficial benefits over what changing or improving the recoil impulse or smoothness with going with mid-length gas and A5 system. So again, if it helps anybody out, if you're pondering on that one and making the switch, that's my experience with it. So hope it helps you guys out. Thank you for watching. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. Share the video. Appreciate everybody who's been following me so far. Thanks.